Hello guys, and welcome back. So let's start with our authentication. So first we are going to start in the sign up screen. The first thing we are going to do here is to create a method to pick an image, and then after that we can follow these steps all the way up to down here. So to pick an image, we are going to go back to our browser and get some packages. So here let's minimize this. Let's get our first package, which is a image picker, or you can start with image cropper. So let's get this one, the one on the top. We can go on installation and copy that, go back to our application, then paste it down here. Let's just read how to install it. If we come to readme, where we are now, let's come down here. So for Android, we need to put this crop activity. Let's copy this, come back to our application, then inside the, let's say, Android app source main, and then main Android manifest. Then inside the activity here, we need to put that crop. We need to put the crop activity inside the application here. So down here we can paste it here, and then save this. Then that's all. We can come back. We can come out of there, go back to our browser, and then for iOS it says no configuration required for this one. Okay, and then looks like that's it. Next we are going to look for image picker. Let's search for that, this first one. Let's go on installation, then let's copy that, go back to our application, then paste it. So we can close that. Actually, let's cancel first. Let's see what we need to do here. If we go to readme, then for iOS, you can see that we need these permissions. Okay, so NS photo library storage, you need to describe your application permission for photo library. So we need these permissions, okay, inside your project.ios runner info.plist. Okay, so let's copy this. We need the permission for this. Okay, we can copy that, and then let's go back to the application, and then let's go to, first let's minimize this. Okay, let's iOS runner info.plist. Okay, so we have to add that here. So what we can do is let's just copy one of these first. Let's copy that, then up here, so that we can see them. Let's paste that, and then let's go back to the browser. We want this one. Go back to the application, and then let's paste it inside the key here, and then we need to put the description here, NS photo library. So let's say this permission is to access. We can give any description that we want to give to the user to access your photo library. We can say something like that, and then let's just copy that, then paste it 2 more times. Let's go back to the browser. Let's copy that, come back to the application, and then in the key let's put that one for the camera and paste it. We can say this permission is to access your camera. Then let's minimize. Let's get the last one. So this is if you were going to use the mic, okay? So let's just put it anyway. Even if we're not going to use it in this application, but we might use it for voice commands. We never know. Maybe in the future we can add that feature. Okay, this permission is to access your, or we can say to listen to voice commands. Okay, and then that's it. So we can close that and save. Then now even here we can save. Once we save, it's going to start to install the packages. So let's go back and see what else we need. I think that's it. Okay, we have done the configurations. Let's go back to the application. It has finished to install. Then let's go back to sign up screen. Then here let's start by picking an image. So let's create a method to pick this image, because we are going to reuse it in the profile if the user wants to change the image and stuff. Okay, so let's go back to the first. Let's minimize this, and then let's go to our helper class, helper methods, maybe down here. We can create that method to pick an image. So let's say future. This method will return a file, okay, which can be empty. So let's import this file. So we need to import this .io, not this .html. So let's pick this one, future file. So let's name it as pick image, and then let's take some required argument. First of all, let's take a build context. Let's take a boolean, required bool. This we're going to check if you're picking from camera or from gallery. Okay, this is the reason for this bool. And then what else we can send here? Maybe let's also send a function to check if it has failed or what. Okay, so let's say function, then let's return this string. Let's say on fail. Okay, so this is a future method. We need to add the async keyword there. Now let's create this method. So let's create initialize a nullable file here, which we're going to name it as a file image. And then down here now let's check if it's from camera. We pick the camera from an image. From a camera. We pick an image from a camera. So let's let's add it inside the try catch block. So catch E. So on error here we are going to call on fail. Then we are going to pass this failed earlier. This one e.toString. Okay, and then here let's try to do our method. So let's say final picked image. Let's say picked image, or we're going to say picked image or taken photo, because here we are taking a photo. Okay, let's say final taken photo, like that, will be equal to wait pick image. So now we are using our image pickup package. So let's say image picker, this one, dot pick image, and then the source, we're going to say image source dot camera. Okay, so that's the source. And then now after this has happened, we're going to check, okay, if taken photo is not now, meaning you have picked. If taken photo is not now, we are going to say file image on top there. This file image will now be equal to file and then taken photo dot path, like that. So we have taken the photo and then we have equaled it to that. Okay, so we will do exactly the same in the if it's not from camera. So in the else, we're just gonna copy all of this and paste it here. And then what else here? Let's just change to chosen image. Chosen image is going to be, the source is going to be gallery here, and then instead of taken photo is chosen image, and then chosen image, and then we call on fail. We actually don't need the context here. Yeah, we just need that. And then in the end now, we just now going to return the file image. Great. This is our method to pick an image. Pick an image. It's always best to put the comments. I hope you are putting the comments in your code. Okay, so this is our method to pick an image for either from the gallery or from the camera. Okay, now let's go back to sign up screen, and then up here let's initialize some variables here. So first let's initialize the file image. File, let's name it as final file image, like that. Let's import that, this one, and then let's initialize. Now let's get the string. This string will be a file image URL. This will be an empty string. And then let's get the text editing controllers now. Final text editing controller. Text editing controller, we have name controller, which will be equal to text editing controller. So let's copy that. Do it 2 more times. So this will be email. This will be password controller. And then down here, let's dispose. So we are going to dispose of this name editing controller dot dispose, email editing controller dot dispose, password editing controller dot dispose. Okay, So now what we want is let's bring this up here on the stack widget, this one. When we click here, we want to bring up a dialog to ask you whether to pick an image from a camera or from gallery. Okay, so let's create that dialog really quickly. So here, let's say void show image pick a dialog. Just gonna say show dialog, this one here. Let's bring this down. Here we're going to have a context. Then let's return the dialog here. So return let dialog. Okay, so first of all, let's have a column as content. Okay, so content, let's have a column. So in this column, first of all, let's make it as a minimum. Main axis size dot minimum. We want it to be smaller. Mean. And then next, let's give this column children. So for the children, now we want to have an icon and the words. Okay, so let's remove this and then let's give it a list style. Okay, so for the leading, let's have an icon. Okay, we can just have an icon which comes from icons dot camera out, like that. And then the title, let's have a text widget which says camera, like that. I think it's fine. And then let's just copy this and paste it here. Then here let's have a gallery, and then here let's say gallery. What's that icon called? Browse gallery. No, it's called let's just say image, like that. Okay, so let's go ahead and test this. So let's copy this, then come back to here on pressed. Let's paste that. We'll see how this method will run. So we have an error. Let's check where we're getting the red. So we need to close this out. Okay, where else? Where is that error coming from? Let's see. Let's minimize this. So error is coming from where? Just can't see where the error is coming from. It says here let's see if it's a dialog. Let's comment it out. Okay, so it's not the dialog. Oh yeah, it is. Let's comment it out here. So it's the dialog. Something is wrong here. Let's uncomment it. Then let's see where is the error is coming from. I just can't see where there's a red thing here. So first, maybe let's add the const modifier here and see it clear. Okay, so it's here. It was hiding inside here. Let's put those closed colons. Then let's open it up. Then let's bring this up and run the application. Okay, the application has started. Let's go and then let's click here. Okay, so there is our dialog. I think we're okay like this. It's fine. Now what we want to do is to click either gallery or click camera. Okay, one other thing we need to say, give it a title up here. Okay, it says select and choose an option maybe. Okay, so let's come back here where here is the content. Then let's give it a title with a text widget which says choose select an option. Okay, let's hot restart. Let's test it. Okay, so there is our dialog. Now let's put click events here. So let's come to this one here, and then let's say on pressed, on tap, this one. So we need to remove the constant keyword here, then put it inside here. This is constant, and then this is constant. Also this is constant. Okay, then here we just say choose image from camera. Okay, so we're going to do the same here on top. Choose image from gallery. Okay, let's have a const modifier here, and also here const modifier. Okay, great. Now let's move on. This dialog is out of our way. Let's create methods now to pick an image. Okay, so let's create that method here. So here let's say void select image. This one now let's take a boolean required bool from camera, like that. So now in this method let's await. Let's put an async keyword here. Here we're just going to await what is selected. Okay, so let's say await pick image. What's our method there? Let's write it properly. Pick image. So from camera it's coming from here, and then on fail it's a function. So this one, it's returning a string which is an E. So if it fails, show error message. Okay, so let's say show snack bar. Here we're going to say E dot to string. Okay, so let's close that. On fail, we are going to show the snack bar. Let's close that, and then here. So this is how we are waiting for this, and then we're just going to equal this to the final image up here, because we are returning an image here. So okay, so let's say final file image is equals to this. Okay, so after we have picked this image here, we want to crop it. Okay, so down here, let's crop this image, and then here let's pass that final file image, and then let's have the now check and the path. Okay, we want to get this image at this path and crop it. So let's go ahead and create this method. So it's here. Let's cut it from here. Let's just put this method closer. Let's put it here. Okay, but now this path, let's put it as nullable. Okay, we just want to make sure we check even here. Or yeah, let's just put it like that as nullable. Yeah, so now here again, let's check if path is not equal to now, we will go ahead and crop it. So let's say await. Let's have an async keyword here. Await image cropper. Don't crop image, and then the source, it's this path. Let's put the path there, and then max height, let's get something like 800, and then also max width, let's get like that, 800. Okay, let's close it out. And then so now that we have cropped this, we are going to get this cropped image. So we're going to say cropped file, which can be now cropped file will be equals to this. Okay, and then down here, after this method is done, inside the if, we have to pop that crop activity. Okay, so let's keep it separate. Let's say pop crop dialog. Okay, like that. Let's pop it. This is just let's create a method here, void pop. I'm just gonna copy it. So in this method, we're just gonna say navigator dot pop, and then context. Okay, just after we crop, we just want to pop that dialog, and then we just show what we have cropped here. Okay, so next, after we have popped the dialog, let me just explain again. Once we have selected an image, if it has seen that this is not now, it will take us to the crop activity. We will start cropping, because once we click here, and then we click on either gallery or camera, and then in the gallery or camera we select an image. once it is selected, it will take us to the crop activity to crop that image. Then once it has finished cropping, then now it will pop this dialog, which is this method here. Okay, that's what we are doing here. Okay, and then once we have popped this dialog, we need to take that image that we have cropped and then show it here. Okay, so now let's come down here after it has popped. Let's check if cropped file does not equal to now. The user has cropped the file. Okay, we're just going to set state. That final file image now it's going to be equal to file, and then we'll get the cropped file, then add the now check dot path. Okay, so we don't need to add the now check here because we have added it here. Okay, so once we have cropped it, it's going to put it now to this final image. That is what we are going to show here. Okay, else if we have not cropped, we are just going to pop this context, which is again pop the dialog here. Okay, that's what we are doing here, and then that's it. The next thing to do now is to show the image. Okay, because right now we can print this. Let's print after this. Let's print here. Let's print the image path. Okay, and then we are going to print that final file image. Okay, final, let me just copy it. We are going to print this. So now let's see if our method works. So first of all, we need to call select image inside here. So here, let's go select image. So from camera here, it's going to be true. And then let's copy it and call it even here. And here it's going to be false. Let's hot restart and test it. Let's open up this. We want to see this image file. So let's go here and then press. Let's pick from gallery. So there we don't have anything in the gallery. Let's come back. So we have an error here because now check used on a now value. Okay, so here let's fix this. So we are putting it as now here, but once we cancel, we have a now value. Okay, so before you run this, also we need to check here if this is not now. Okay, so this on error is the one that gets called here. Okay, this error because we retain the now value here. So here let's check if file image, this one does not equal to now. Okay, that's when we will do this cut. Okay, so let's remove that now check there, or we can actually just put it. So if this file image does not equal to now, that's when we will do this. In the else, let's just pop the dialog. Okay, pop the dialog. So let's restart and see to cancel if we haven't picked an image if we still get an error. If we do, then we'll fix it. Okay, so let's go here, go there, gallery, then let's not pick, let's just go back. Okay, you've seen now we don't have an error because before we come here we check. Okay, so now we know that here it's not even now one, because we are already checking the now check, so we don't need to check for now check here. So let's remove this if statement here. Let's remove all of these. This string is never now, so it's like that. So because why are we getting an error here? Something, we deleted something wrong. Let's go back. Okay, so this, we have to remove this and this, and then also let's remove this. Yeah, now we are fine. Let's hot restart. Let's go to sign up, and then now let's pick from camera. We can just take here, then it will take us to the crop activity. You can see, then once we have cropped here, depending on what we want, it's going to show file path. You've seen this is the file path here. We have printed the file path, but we did not show the image here. Okay, so now we need to show this image here. We can remove this, we can remove that, then let's close that, and then let's come down here where we need to show the image. So this tag. Okay, so now to show the image, all we have to do is let's copy this tag, and then let's check if that final file image is does not equal to now, which means we have a file image. We will show a certain stack. If it does not equal to now, we need to show it. If it is equal to now, we need to show this one that it was showing. Okay, so let's just paste that one here, then at the end here where it's ending, let's put this semicolon. So if the final image is not now, we will show that image, else we won't show it. So this part where we are showing it, we need to put it now under the background image. Okay, so where is that background image? So here, background image, we have to show asset, not asset image. We have to show file image, this one, and then let's get the file, and then the file image, you know, we have final, it says final file image dot path. So let's have an add a now check here. Okay, so if this file image on top here is not now, we know that we have an image, we have to show it. If it is now, we have to show what we are showing here. So let's hot restart and test it. So you see already it wasn't now, it was showing. So let's come back here. Right now it's now, but if I go back to the, since there is no pictures in the gallery, if I go back to the camera, then just pick, and then pick, now it's not now, now we are showing this. Okay, now we are showing this. Great. Next we are going to work on the name, email and password. Thank you guys, and see you in the next video.